jumped off the bar, came on and said, yo, Cassie, tomorrow, I want you to shave the side of your head. And I was like, what the fuck kind of request is that?
Cassie's 35-page lawsuit outlining her abuse at Diddy's hands wasn't enough. Now she's prepared to risk everything to reveal his darkest secrets.
Friend, Diddy, whether he came to the set to make sure everything was copacetic with you.
No, he actually really trusted the situation. Him and Terrence spoke beforehand because Terrence.
Wait. You date P. Diddy?
Oh, wow.
I did not know this. Yeah. Hold the phone.
Greg.
You know, I typically don't talk about my private life.
Well,
but
forgive me, they put it on the television.
They put it on the television.
Yeah.
Terrence was a bit nervous, and I told Puff about it, and he said, have him give me a call. So we FaceTimed, and they had their man talk, and he said, make it believable. You guys, this is like going to be a great movie for you, and he's proud of us at the end of the day.
Oh,
it's work.
The actor talked to Puff.
Yes.
So I didn't know you call him Puff.
Yeah, Puff, Sean.
Yeah. Cassie comes from our area, Connecticut.
Yes, I'm from
Do you still have family there?
I do, in New London, Connecticut.
Oh, that's
yes.
nice. You getting a chance to see them while you're here?
Yeah, they came. We had a screening last night, and they came to it. It was really nice to be with them.
That's nice. All right, you can catch Cassie, The Perfect Match, tomorrow in theaters everywhere.
Yes.
So nice to meet you in
Nice
person.
to meet you as well. Thank you so much.
Say a little Puff for us.
Yeah,
I will.
text him and say we said hi. Can we FaceTime him? What the heck?
Let's do it later, yes.
Yeah, all right, cool.
He's in California.
I always wanted that.
Now it's clear that it was all true. Diddy kept Cassie on a tight leash with minimal freedom. She disclosed that he took over her life after they began dating, introduced her to unfamiliar substances, and even forced her to cut her hair and lie about it to the media.
From working with him heavily to working with P. Diddy, because he seems quite scary.
Well, I always worked with, he's not scary.
The man himself actually scares me.
Yeah,
Oh my God, P.
to
Diddy.
be a little bit nervous. No, it was never really a complicated thing because Puff was always involved. But the transition was actually me going and working with completely other different producers. So I, Danger, who I did Official Girl with, Rico Love.
Puff, I'm like, yo, I'm in Miami, I'm on a yacht, I'm about to come past your house. Nigga said, pull up, nigga. Me and Cassie, we just laying around, we ain't doing nothing, we chilling. I said, I'm gonna pull up. They got pulled up, docked to that nigga house, got off, went in there, fucked with the nigga, got on the jet skis, went and kicked it for about 2 hours. When it was time to leave, he's like, nigga, what y'all doing tonight? Bring your wife, let's go out. I like, bet. So me and Puff talking, we kicking it. I'll never forget this. I pulled back up, Puff like, get in a Jeep with me, nigga. He like, nigga, you need to get you some of these Jeeps right here. And nigga, get you a Jeep like this when you come to Miami, nigga, we can mob like this. I'm like, yeah, this the move. So we riding to the club, bumping Biggie. I'm like, nigga, this high is, I'm like, I ain't never really get the opportunity to just be with Puff like nigga, me and you, he never overshadowed me, but we never got a chance to just be together. It was here and there, moments in time. But like how that moment was, I was like, he's like, shit feel right, nigga. We need to be like Mob. And I'm like, yeah, nigga. So I never forget, we pull up to fucking Live, nigga. When we get to Live, nigga, Young Bird, well, Hitmaker. I think it was like
AKA Hitmaker.
Hitmaker. I think it was like Hit Boy or something. We go in the club, we kicking it, shit. I'm like, damn, this what's up. The nigga Puff is on the goddamn, he on the shit, the bar where everybody perform at in front of the DJ and shit. And he going crazy. This bitch lit. You remember Scarface when that white woman was coming down the escalator?
Yeah.
He was in that man's house and he saw that man's wife and was like this. I was watching Puff. The nigga Puff was looking up there. He saw this white woman. It was bottles on bottles on bottles around. It was lit. Puff jumped out. Me and Cassie sitting next to each other. My wife right here, Cassie right here. The nigga jumped off the bar, came on and said, yo, Cassie, tomorrow, I want you to shave the side of your head. And I was like, what the fuck kind of request is that? Like, so when I'm like, what the fuck? So when I look up there, this white woman's side of her head was shaved, my nigga. And the bitch looked good with it. So I was looking at Cassie, I was like, well, I was like, you're not about to do that, are you? She said, well, I mean, whatever Sean wants, I'm gonna do.
not everything in her lawsuit is as it appears. She revealed she was coerced into cutting her hair.
Well, some of the stuff I've been saying is coming true, but all of the stuff that I say is true, and that's facts. You know what I'm saying? Just with this Cassie thing, I didn't know her, but I knew somebody like her, and that was Kim Porter. I didn't know Cassie, but I knew somebody who was going through the same thing she was going through, and that was Kim Porter. So people ask me, and they send me clips of Cassie, I guess it's an affidavit to the courts, of what she experienced. And it's like, it was the same thing Kim was going through. The same thing, bro. Kim was going through the same thing. The beatings, you know what I'm saying? Like I said before, and now I could say one time when I know Kim had defended herself, and I told people this, and now everybody, after Cassie report comes out, everybody want to show the picture now. You see a picture on the internet going with Puff, right hand is in a bandage. That's the night I was called by Paul to meet him over at St. Luke's Hospital. He had a white t-shirt wrapped around his wrist because Kim had took the cork, where you open up wine, the corkscrew. She took the corkscrew and caught him on his wrist defending himself. And he almost, I know he tore some ligament, but he almost hit an artery or came close to the artery or either scratched it or cut it a little bit because he just kept bleeding. And from that point on, he was hooked. That's when I knew when they was talking about people getting addicted and hooked on pain medicines, that's what happened to him. And it was from his right wrist that he's reminded by Kim all the time now.
And looking at this lawsuit, right? And like you said, she did accuse him of abuse in this lawsuit, but she also accused him of sex trafficking in this lawsuit. How you feel about that?
Well, he get the sex trafficking because he took her to different states and had her perform sex acts with different, male prostitutes and different people, sometimes against her will. We look at this and we say, well, that was his girl and she did it on her own. She didn't have to. Man, you can't say that. That was a 19-year-old girl that what they call now groomed by an older man. And yes, she got some of the benefits of being with a billionaire, millionaire, and everything like that. But it's just certain things that he did to groom her and put her into that position that she wanted the career. She wanted to do the music. She wanted to be a performer and all this stuff like that. He held all that shit over her head, bro. And now that she came out and telling everybody her story and what happened to her, people are finding fault in her. I heard that he beat her so bad he sent her to Hawaii so she could stay away from people. That's crazy, man. But that's Kim's story. That's Kim's book. That's Kim's book. Then you hear about the fact that he broke Kim's nose on a yacht?
Wow, I ain't hear about that.
He broke Kim, let's say allegedly, but it was told by people in her camp that he broke Kim's nose on a yacht. So Cassie's story is Kim's story. Cassie's book is Kim's book. Bro, when y'all look at this thing and saying force, y'all think that he probably threatened to beat her, threatened to do something like that. That ain't what force is. It could come from the mentality. Yo, he put her in a certain position, in a certain situation, in a certain time in her life.
Diddy's long history with women is well documented. His ex-wife, Kim Porter, endured similar, if not worse, treatment.
And that her book was about to come out. And she was talking about all the perils, everything that she went through in the music business and with Diddy. All the men that they slept with together, because there were men that they slept with together. There were swinging times that they slept with together. I don't know, man. How do you put your girl through some shit like that? Or how you look at your girl and knowing that she sexing another dude? What kind of demonic mind you have to be that far gone where that shit don't bother you for somebody that you love? But Kim Book was going to express all that. And I hope she did her book on Google Docs, or she did her book somewhere that is floating in the cloud of the internet that somebody could go get it one day. She's going to expose everything. I heard it was tell all.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Just curious, right? Did you know that Diddy and Kim had that type of relationship back then in real time?
Yeah. Because I know somebody personally that lives in Atlanta that was swinging with them, and I would never mention his name because he's a good brother and he knows my family down there. You know, he knows my family down there, and I would never, put his name out there like that. He's been in the music business. He done put a lot of groups, A-listed groups out there. She walked out the door. He wasn't going to do the music no more. If she went somewhere or she ran and didn't want to do that, their relationship not only would have been over, he would have painted a picture that nobody else in the industry would have dealt with her. I seen him do it before. I seen him even tell people on the phone before, like he did Wendy Williams. He said it when we was in Cali. When I come back to New York and that BITCH is on the radio. This is Wendy Williams, the hottest radio host in New York City. When she put out those pictures of the dude pulling his pants down and it looked like some gay act that was going on, he got on the phone. He said, let me tell you this. When I get back to New York City, if she's on the radio station, he's talking to a radio executive. He said the same thing to he said, nobody that I deal with, nobody that I know is going to do anything with y'all. No business at all. When we got back to New York City, Wendy Williams was in Philly at a new station.
Wow.
That's the power he had. This is what kills me about these guys. These guys get these platforms and they want to talk about, guys like me in the background who saw everything, and I didn't see that because I wouldn't have played that. And people could say what they want to say. Yo, Diddy would have did this, Diddy would have did that. Nah, he wouldn't have done that. You know what I'm saying? Because I think I told you this before. When he cursed his mother, I said to him, man, if you curse your mother again, I'm going to beat the shit out you. If a man disrespect his mother, you just like an ice cube. You ain't got a chance in hell. He's brother, a doctor, or something love now. But back then, way before Kim, beat the shit out of Misa because she thought she was dealing with Eric Sermon, the green-eyed dude. It's a pattern. And they caught up with him.
Signing a 19-year-old to a 10-year contract is a tactic to trap someone and potentially make them your love interest as well. Diddy is a master of manipulation.
They dropping them left and right. Companies are parting ways with him. All of that's happening right now because he's tarnishing his own image. What I think is just what I call is a character assassination that's going on right now. So it's just another form to silence a man, to humble a person. You know how sometimes you got to humble somebody.
You're right.
Yeah, I think he's being humbled right now, which it took a long time. It takes a long time to humble an arrogant person.
So Diddy, he's an arrogant guy.
Very arrogant, selfish, all of those kind of things that you don't like. You don't never see in a true friend or a grown man. You know what I mean? Like, you're a grown man. You carry yourself like a grown man. He doesn't carry himself like a friend. You know.
So you're not surprised when you hear Cassie say that, you know, Diddy, he used to hit her and she had to cover up her bruises with makeup. You're not surprised when you hear that. Because I interviewed Gene Deal, and he wasn't around Bad Boy when Cassie was around, but he told me that, you know, he did the same thing to Kim Porter.
Or you could take it before then, and then you can remember when Misa was dating, Eric Sermon from EPMD? And that was her childhood boyfriend, like, coming up. They was the, lovey-dovey couple. And it was back then. He used to, do that with Misa. So, and one thing I always say is, as a man and as anyone in a relationship, we often go through these kind of things. So I've seen it in friends. I've seen it in him. I've seen fights. I've seen all kinds. I've seen fights where he have an argument, fight with a female, whatever it may be. I've seen it with my own friends. But sometimes you say, we all go through things, but once you have a sign of doing it over and over and over again, that's when it becomes a problem. You be like, so every relationship that you get in, you're violent in them. So you say, I don't have to wait to see what he would, I was around when Cassie was there. I knew Kim Porter before I knew Puff. I met Misa, but it was a history. When you have a history of the same thing, man, it becomes a problem. Something you do once or twice, you get over. First, you're not supposed to put your hands on a woman's the way I was raised. And the only person that really put their hands on women really is men who have feminine traits. So, it really takes a coward to put his hands on a woman. So, a man is so strong enough, we can just walk away. You can do, it's so many different things that you can do other than get upset, put your hands on a woman. But that comes from a man who's not quite a grown man. It's still a boy, like a bad boy.
And speaking of Kim Porter, because you knew Kim Porter, is it true that Diddy broke her nose?
Bust her nose, man. But it was all, insecurities. Anytime a man would go out his way to wiretap someone's phone or put taps in their homes just to monitor their conversation, that's a sign of insanity. So when you see someone doing that, you can imagine everything else they do. What do you think he's going to do if he found her on the phone talking to someone and or feels that she's cheating on him or somebody sleeping with his girl? What you think he's going to say? Ooh, I caught you. Ooh, I heard this. Nah, he's going to come in with it's going to be a fight. But that's something that you've seen from the inside. When you're on the inside looking out, it's like looking at Blueface and his girlfriend always arguing on TV, they toxic relationship.